All right, welcome back everyone. So this is part 2 in the Lucky Bamboo series. In the first installment, we kind of just did the prep work, bundled all the stocks together, put them in those baskets, and got everything ready. So now they're in the aquariums. The point of this video is to see how they look. That's kind of the bottom line, isn't it? How your aquascaping turned out from a visual standpoint, the aesthetics of your tanks. So we're looking at the 90-gallon right here. As you can see, I've got 2 bundles in there. Actually, it's more like 4 bundles. The group on the right is in 3 different compartments. I'm not sure exactly what sometimes I don't know what you call things. Are those pots? Are they containers? I don't know, but that's where the Lucky Bamboos are bundled together. That's the 3-compartment one right there. And there, the one on the left, for some reason, even though it was a pretty tight fit, I guess its buoyancy, it wanted to kind of just, come upward. It didn't want to stay in the pot, so I buried the gravel there a little bit. But that'll fatten up over time as those stocks get a little bit bigger. So the 90-gallon is looking nice. For you Blood Parrot fans, just be patient. We're going to shift to the Blood Parrot tanks, or tank, I should say, toward the end. Actually, more than the second half. More than half the video is going to be on them. But we're concentrating on the African tanks right now. Looking on the right side here of the 90-gallon, and now we're shifting over to the 135. As you can see, I put 3 different bundles there. That's one of those 3-tier containers. And I think they look pretty good. You don't want plants that dangle with cichlids, because if they mess with them or chew on them or anything, they'll fall apart. Everyone's kind of clustered together right there. You see my Venustus, the new tank boss. Had a little bit left over actually over here. Not sure what I'm going to do with those extra stalks of Lucky Bamboo. My Venustus there again, along with that 3-tier bundle. Let's shift over here to the left, and there's the other one. It's a robust plant. There hasn't been that much talk and research about keeping it underwater permanently. I know some people keep them in a submerged partially in water, but not all the way. That fish right there, Daredevil, he actually jumped out of the tank the other day. I'll briefly go on a tangent. He went right there. He bit my arm, and when I lifted my arm, somehow he ended up on the floor. I don't know if he clung to my arm or he just, when I moved my arm up, he kind of just swam upward, but he ended up on the ground, and he was kind of staying to himself for about a day, and then he was fine after that. I was a little bit worried. So it was shocking how bony and prickly cichlids are when you pick them up, a full-grown one with your hand. So we're still on the 90-gallon, or with the Africans now on the 90-gallon. Be patient, Blood Parrot fans. We will get to Fireball and the others in a few minutes. So these are looking good. Now I want to compare these a little bit to the Anubias. Anubias, even if you take care of them, after a while they are going to wither away. And you can take them out and clean them off and whatnot. But who wants to really uproot the plants and do all that extra maintenance? It's enough work maintenance-wise already as a fish keeper, that if these Lucky Bamboo stalks stay healthy and they work out, and I think they might, looking at under the blue lights here, still with the Africans, I think they might stay healthy because it's such a compact plant. There's not dangling stems and things like that, and there's so many fibers bundled together, and then you just have that one leaf part. So I have a pretty good feeling that this may work out, and they are getting what they need nutrient-wise because of the, here we go, Blood Parrot fans, because of the fish waste, and they absorb the ammonia and the nitrates, and they are getting plenty of light because all of my tanks have the LEDs on timers. So should be a pretty good biosphere here for the Lucky Bamboos, but it's hard to make any conclusions after a couple of weeks. That's how long it's been thus far, so need a little bit more time before I can definitively say anything. That's why we're going to do a third part of this video. This video, by the way, is also in the plants playlist, so it's kind of a playlist within the playlist, the Lucky Bamboo experiment. So I think it looks pretty good here in the 65 gallon as well with Fireball and Company. There's a pretty good contrast as well with the orange color of the blood parrots and the green. The orange and the green look nice. Gives a little background too, you know, depth. When you have something behind the fish that's, you know, closer than the wall, it adds to the depth and the overall look of the tank. See the three little ones there in the upper left getting a little bit bigger. Now we're going to look at the tank under different lighting conditions and different angles here, getting a little bit closer here on the Lucky Bamboo, and you can see the contrast there with the orange blood parrots right there. Dynamite there on the bottom is becoming the biggest. Well, he is the biggest now, but not the brightest. Fireball is that really bright orange. Doesn't get any better than that in terms of a salient orange on a blood parrot. Really bright and beautiful fish. They love that cave. So here is one of the other light conditions that I was talking about. Now the room is dim, but the lights are on. And I do have two sets of lights on this tank. There is a second light behind that main beams work light that I can turn them on and get it as bright as possible. So it gives a different vibe to the room depending on how you set up the lights. You know, get a look at my Rio Plecos. For a while I thought one of them died. I didn't see him for quite some time. I thought maybe the blood parrots ate the skeleton or whatever, but he ended up popping up. So they've been around a long time, well over 3 years, so they're doing great in here. So I was talking about the lighting conditions, also two kind of unsung heroes right there, my Convict and my Tretto. Don't talk about them much, but they're wonderful fish. So you see what I mean about the different mood that you can set up according to the lights. Sometimes when we have a party or something, we turn the blue lights on, even if the lights in the house are on. Just makes the tank look kind of cooler and just get a different feel here. Looking here straight on with the blue lights, and you see how the Lucky Bamboo look. Pretty nice, I think. Good balance in this tank. I'm not going to change anything in terms of how it's populated. No one's going to go in or out. Everything's perfect. Perfect balance. No fighting. And it's right where we need it to be. Don't have to worry about any violence. So we're looking here now under daylight without the tank lights being on. So you can see there's a different flavor here as well. Just a little bit of a different look. But at the end of the day, brighter is better. Just give it a different look every once in a while, maybe just for fun, just to kind of change things up. But brighter, as you can see right here, is always the best. So the Lucky Bamboo is going pretty well here. It's only been a few weeks. We'll give it some more time, see if it remains that nice green color and things don't start to turn yellow and fall apart, and we'll get a pretty good conclusion, hopefully. Yeah, I'll be satisfied if these can last a long time, and maybe I'll put some more in there as well. So thanks for viewing. We got a couple more videos coming out this week, so stay tuned. There's going to be another video of just the tanks, the raw footage from this Lucky Bamboo Part 2 without any dialogue. And there's a video coming out of me feeding the fish and my pet dog helping me do that. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Thanks.